Guten Tag, welcome along to Germany. It's day 3 of the tennis championships in Hamburg, the ATP Tour 500 event here, which is being played around about 5 kilometers away from where I'm recording this video in my hotel lobby in the center of Hamburg. Some big names are in play today in Hamburg. Musetti, the defending champion, the number 3 seed, who was picked by me on Betting Weekly Game Bet Match a year ago at a massive 80 to 1. Can you believe we got 80 to 1 about the Italian to win this tournament? You're not going to get 80 to 1 about him this week. He's a lively contender. He's a number 3 seed and he should get the better of Sweden's Elias Ymer. Alexander Zverev, the German, who carries all the hopes of the crowd today. He's number 4 seed. He's in action against Alex Molcan, a heavy favourite, as you would expect. You would expect the German to come through that. Another German, Yannick Hanfmann, is also in play, and he faces a tough opponent in Argentinians Francesco Cerundolo. So they're the big 3 on the men's draw that are in play on centre court. But the breaking news from Germany here is the weather's nice. I mean, as you can see from behind me, it's a little bit cloudy, but no rain. We expected rain all week, and today is a rain-free day, which means the action will be played without the roof on. And the outside courts will see some clay court action. These are the slowest clay courts on the ATP calendar, and without the roof, they're going to be quite slow. So it's going to be a very, very long day. Overs bettors may get the money here as well. I think they're going to be all about long, slogging clay court conditions here. But the good news is you can go with a t-shirt, so I'm going to make the most of it. I'm going to enjoy the tennis action, and we may even see some sun this afternoon. Can you believe it? When you see the weather forecast and obviously Sean Calvert spoke about the conditions. Sean flies out tomorrow, and it's going to rain all week. Bring your umbrella, Mr. Calvert. I'll be back here today, getting the best of the weather. Outside courts offer some good interest as well. Petro Kachin, who won last week in Austria, is up against Davanovic Fokina. This is a tricky one for me to call because Kachin has obviously won a tournament, and then I automatically like to fade them the following week when they come back to reality on one of the outside courts here after such a high success of winning the tournament. But he's up against Davanovic Fokina, who you cannot rely on any heavy minus money, because the Spaniard throws away more winning opportunities to losing ones than any other player on the tour. 2 matches that have interested me on the outside courts. The battle of the Serbians, Kekmanovic up against Lajovic. I like Kekmanovic here, the number 8 seed, at -139. Kekmanovic isn't playing great at the moment, but Lajovic is really struggling with his tennis form. He got beaten in the first round at Wimbledon by the Brit Choinski, 3 sets to 1. You wouldn't expect Lajovic to do much there, but last week his first round exit in Gstaad was a real disappointing performance. And I see general signs of Lajovic now that his game at 33 years is declining, and I think Kekmanovic will get the better there. So Kekmanovic at -139. The other bet I like here is Artur Fils against Galan. Artur Fils has been subject to a lot of support with Bet Rivers over the last 24 hours. It was supposed to have played yesterday, that match. Because of the rain delay, they've rescheduled it for today. And the Frenchman is -$2. Probably wouldn't bet that as a single, but I think Galan is opposable. Galan couldn't beat Choinski in qualifying here. The Brit, obviously, who beat Lajovic at Wimbledon. Choinski played Galan in qualifying here. Choinski had 2 injury timeouts in that match, and Galan couldn't get the job done against the Brit. He didn't even win a point on his last 2 service games. He got broken to love against an injured opponent in Choinski. Galan had a big run at Wimbledon, and his form since then has dropped off a cliff really, and I think he must have used all his energy up to go deep in the Wimbledon Championship, and after a big payday it's quite hard for him to bounce back here. So Artur Fils is the bet here. The only reason Galan's in the draw is as a lucky loser. He lost in qualifying and shouldn't be here, but he got a place in the draw as a lucky loser. So Artur Fils and Kekmanovic would be my bet. There's also action in Umag in Croatia and in Atlanta. I'm going to put the video for the latest Betting Weekly Game Bet Match ATP Tour show with myself and Sean Calvert. We break down some matches there. Sean has some picks on the States and in Croatia for today, which you can watch on the video. He likes Courier to beat Hustler in Croatia. I like that bet as well, and I think that is my angle today. I think I'm going to play a little parlay. I'm going to bet Courier to beat Hustler at -165. I'm going to parlay it up with Fils to beat Galan here, the double with Bet Rivers plays 142. And if you feel a bit more daring, bit of pizza money, we're going to go for a treble. So a parlay on Courier in Umag in Croatia, Artur Fils here at -$2, and I'm going to throw in Kekmanovic as well, and that plays +315. So that's the action from Hamburg. I'll be at the court in about probably about an hour and 20 minutes time. I'll give you some updates from there in running betting, and also give you some videos as well. And the arena looks really nice, so I drove past it in a taxi yesterday, so I'm looking forward to head down there. Head to the Bet Rivers website, and also remember to subscribe to our new YouTube channel. It's the Betting Weekly Studios at Because We Win. We're now standalone away from all the fantastic content that's been produced on the Bet Rivers network. Now we're just doing it on our own as well. So all the tennis action, all the soccer action, as well as a bit of cricket and other sports as well. But for me, the weather's good here. We should have a long day of tennis action, no delays, and lots of betting to be had. Take care, and I'll catch up with you a little bit later.